We are back. Finally. Matter of fact, we gonna say it like Shakari. We not back, we better. Amen. So
Amen.
welcome back better to our motivational music segment. We have our minister of music, Miss Danny G, with us today. Danielle G. And she
Hello,
is about to serve
hello,
us something that we all need in the spirit today. So,
hello,
sis, I'm just so
hello,
happy you back. I'm happy we back. What's up? Give it to
hello,
me.
everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I know I've been gone for so long. Now it's time to bring it back. Sorry. you know, but I had to bring it back, y'all. So this week, y'all, I'm gonna start off with a scripture this week, y'all. As many of you guys know, I got put it in the group just how the devil attacked, and he attacked hard on me, y'all. He attacked real hard. So I'm just gonna come with my scripture, y'all. It's gonna be Matthew. Oh, I can't talk. Matthew
But
11.
can we shout out our Hill sisters though, right quick, though, the way
Yes,
they held you down through that and the way they've been holding us both
yeah.
down?
But let me tell y'all something, because the way not only were y'all the comment on the post, I know I didn't get back to every comment, y'all, but between the comments on the post, the ones who know me personally with the text messages, the ones who are in my inbox sending me encouraging words, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me give a small shout out, y'all, to my mama. To my mama, baby, because Sabrina M. Jenkins, baby, was on it, and she was like, "You know that this ain't nothing but the devil. Get it to baby." She told me to get it together, but she was also praying, y'all. The way my mama prayed for me, baby. Thank. I love you, mama. I love you, girl.
I
And
love you
I'm
too, my
back.
like
I'm
Sarah
here.
said, girl, get up.
Okay, because that's show what she told me, girl, get up. I told you when you started this, the devil was going to attack. And now look at him. He don't want you getting closer to God. Baby, the way my mama was on me, but she was also praying. But she was on me, y'all. She was on me. That tough love is sometimes what you need. Is what you need. So,
You better heal, sis.
okay, because baby, my mama was like, heal, sis. Come on. Come on.
Thank you, Mama Brenham. All right, let's get into the Matthew. The Matthew.
Okay. See, so we're going to start off with Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, y'all. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened. I will give you rest. I'm going to read it again just in case y'all didn't hear
I
me.
think I again.
Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened. I will give you rest.
Oh, baby, that one hit home.
Woo!
That's been like the past year of my life, honey, since 2023. Yes.
So,
Oh, let's talk about
woo, y'all, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it, y'all, because, baby, not only was I weary, I was burdened. Baby, I was crying on the floor trying to figure out, cause baby, the devil had a, when I say y'all he attacked me really hard. And I'm not stating this just to be saying, no, I'm telling y'all some things. Like, it was bad. I felt bad about who I am, me as a person. Like, it was really bad. It was really bad. But Kristen, thank you too, because you sent me a lot of encouraging messages, baby. And it helped me. The prayer, the text messages, the motivation, everything helped me out because I was going through it. Cause baby, as soon as she seen that post, which y'all don't know, Kristen was texting me like late at night. Look, sis, Will, sis. Kristen sent me a message at 5 o'clock in the morning one morning. It was on it, but
it. And then,
and
and
guess
will.
what? And I appreciate all the love because baby, waking up and seeing a prayer on your phone from your sister is not ain't nothing like having some praying friends. Ain't nothing like having some praying friends. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the whole Hill Sis community. Because baby, y'all was
Yeah.
on it. Y'all was
Yeah.
on it.
We got some real women of God in there, baby.
Yes, Lord.
Like it's that's why like the devil's been attacking so hard because there's a lot of groups out there. It's a lot of groups similar to what we have out there. And even today, in my little, I told you the entrepreneur group I'm in, he made a point to say that just because y'all might have the same thing, don't mean that y'all in competition with each other. Because y'all don't have the same client base or even the same setup. And when I say that, I know for a fact these are real women of God that's in here. And to know that it's 800 plus of them, almost 900 now,
Woo.
and that happened in a month because we
Yes,
jumped
Lord.
from 200 in May to 800 by the beginning of July.
Yes,
Like, and he's been sending women that are real Holy Ghost filled
baby,
women.
real women of God. And when I tell y'all, it done something to my soul just being in that group. It has definitely blessed me. It definitely helped me get back to where I am now. Because if it weren't for y'all, ain't no telling where I would be. Ain't no telling if I would be. Let's just say that, because that's how bad the devil attacked. If it,
Hmm.
oof, but whoo. Well, let's go and get into this song, y'all. So I only got
Yes,
one
ma'am.
song for y'all this week, baby, because like I said, this was my song, and when I tell y'all this, between this song and y'all praying, I definitely came about that dark, dark, dark place. So the name of this song is "This Pace." I'm sorry, "This Place" by Lashun Pace. And if y'all know Lashun Pace, baby, y'all know, you know, you
Every
know.
time.
So we just gonna start off how the song just starts, how the song just starts off, y'all. And it's just her. She just talking. She having basically having a conversation with God. And it's like, this place I'm in is a terrible place. I feel so alone. That look like there's no God anywhere or no one to turn to. When I tell y'all this was me for the past few weeks, this song spoke to me because I felt like there was no God I could turn to. I feel like God wouldn't accept me for who I am and for what I was going, for what it is. I felt like I had nobody I could turn to, because that's how the enemy treats you. So we're gonna keep going. And then she said, so I wonder what is the purpose of going on. So I asked myself these questions many of times. I'm in this world, but there is no hope for tomorrow. I'm in this world, but where is my peace of mind? I am in this world, but where is my joy unspeakable? I'm in this world, but where is the love that conquers all? So with me, this is that depression, y'all. When depression kick in, this have you feeling like you feel you're alone. Nobody's there. What is my purpose of even being here for tomorrow? What is my purpose of going on? Where is my peace of mind? Because depression will, you do not have a peace of mind. Everything is doomsday. You're not at peace. You're forever in a doomsday state of mind. There is no joy unspeakable. Like joy is not there. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Inside Out 2. Baby, during depression, joy ain't even there. Good sis is somewhere taking a nap for a few hours. She ain't around. Few weeks. Sis don't pop up at all.
Got it to anxiety too. Anxiety will do the same thing. And I
Baby,
heard they got anxiety on Inside Out too, so I can't wait to see
and
that.
anxiety is on Inside Out too. Baby. And oh, speaking, a little movie spoiler alert on Inside
You
Out
want to
2.
see it?
Indeed.
Let's
But
get
in
back to
Inside
the
Out
movie.
2, a little spoiler alert. Joy gets to anxiety, and Joy tells anxiety, you cannot have Riley. Baby, in my mind, that is God
Let her
speaking to
go.
the devil. You cannot have my child. You
Loose
cannot
her.
have her. Loose here. Loose here, Satan. You cannot have my child. Woo, okay, y'all. Okay, okay.
Okay, sorry.
We're gonna get
Praise
back to
break.
the
Y'all know
song.
how we do. You was
Okay, so
I'm in this world, but where's the love that conquers all?
whew, okay, so where's the love that conquers all? Did she say, oh, the love that conquers all is like a question? But it says, but in the midst of my questions, in the middle of my storm, in the midst of my questions, a voice from heaven says, you're in this world and I am your hope. You're in this world and I am your peace of mind. You're in
Whew.
this world and I am your joy unspeakable. You're in this world and I am here to show you love. Y'all, y'all,
You gotta hit that last line hard, sis, because I'm
y'all,
looking at the lyrics right now.
y'all. And that, and it's just that. God coming, it's that voice in the middle of my storm, in the middle of my troubles, in the middle of my turmoil, in the middle of me feeling low about myself. Woo! Woo! God came in and he was like, it is me. I am your voice. I am your hope. You don't need no man. You don't need nothing. It is me. It is me. And the last line of that song, y'all. Now, mind y'all, the song is 6 minutes and 22 seconds long, but it's the but the last line of that song is God saying, "Trust me in this place." All you got to do is trust him in this place. And I know things may seem grim. It may seem like the darkest of nights. It may seem like you have, no matter what goes on, you wake up, you go, your life is so mundane, everything is happening, but nothing is happening all at the same time. And it is God saying, trust me in this place. No matter how far in that tunnel you are, it is a light at the end of that tunnel. It is God. And baby, you have to trust God in that place. When God, because he says, I am your hope. I am your peace of mind. And I've said this a million times before on here. A peace of mind, a peace of mind, it is something, because when the devil has your mind, he has you. And when I tell y'all, baby, the devil put so many thoughts in my head about how unworthy I am, how God won't accept me, how I'm doing this. And you know the things you've done in life and you trying to motivate somebody else. Baby, the devil had me so to the point where I was like, well, why am I doing this? What is the reason? Because I can't see, if who gonna listen to me, a lowly sinner? Who gonna listen to me, somebody who has made these type of mistakes in life? Who gonna listen to me? But baby, God came and was like, they listening. You may not think they listening, but they listening. They listen to you more than you think they do. You trust me in this place. I got you. I got you. And baby, that night when he really got me and I felt that release, it was like a cool. My body was hot, then my body just cooled completely down. Ain't nothing like having God come in and just tell you to trust me in this place. Trust me in this place. Like I'm sorry, y'all. That just that one line, and a voice came in the midst of my questions, in the midst of me asking, why me? Why this? Why is this happening? Why are you doing? Why am I in this? Why is this? Baby, he came in. He was like, trust me. Trust me. I am. I am everything. I am Alpha and Omega. I am the beginning and the end. I am. And you just have to trust me in this place. And I know it seems like, oh, and you will never come out. You will never, but baby, trust him. Trust him in this place. Let the Lord use you for what he has you for. Let him come in, and you just have to trust him. Don't give up. Don't give in. Do not, because if you give up and you give in, the devil wins, and you cannot let the devil win. You cannot let the devil win. He will not take you. He will not have your soul. You have to trust God in this place. Whoo, y'all. I'm sorry because
Girl,
y'all don't
girl,
understand.
you just preached to me directly
Ooh,
right before we hit record, y'all. So I've been having panic attacks the past 2 days. Like it ain't been me. Like this morning, I've been calm and like it washed over me. But that's because like my sister Katrina, one of my hill sisters, that reached out to me. I'm like, sis, I knew her from high school. I'm like, sis, like I'm having all them doubt and thoughts. I'm having anxiety because I'm like, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? Is hill sis really like? Is it really something that you called me to do, but am I worthy enough to do it? And like, girl, when I tell you the fear and the panic and the anxiety and depression and like on your mind to where you can't even like hear, like I'm reading my Bible and it's just not hitting nothing. But when I tell you, I text my sister, she spoke over me and she told me exactly where to go in the Bible, and she took me to John 20. to First John 20, and it was talking about doubting Thomas, Thomas the doubter, and how Thomas was the one who didn't believe in the resurrection at first, and he said, "I had to see Jesus," and Jesus told him when he put his hand through the hole after, because he said, "You doubted me, but those who believe me and don't see me
Woo.
are the ones who are blessed and get my glory." And that just, girl, when I tell you, it woke me up, because that's when you realize, like, this ain't my mind right now.
Mm-mm.
This is something trying to infiltrate my mind. And when I tell you, girl, trust me in this place. That's the name of this episode. We already
Woo.
know that.
Trust me in this
Trust him
place.
in this place. In this place of, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will
Fear
fear
no evil.
no evil, because I trust him, because
Woo.
he is my rod and my staff, and they comfort me. So surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the girl. That's all I could do. I told you, like, that night I was telling the parents, all I kept doing was just saying Psalm 23 and the Lord's Prayer over and over again. Because when that trust, sometimes, like that faith, you can't see it.
Woo.
And the enemy wants to put those blinders
Put
on
those
you, baby. And
blinders
I'm so
on.
glad you out, sis. We out,
Woo.
sis.
Woo.
And it's so amazing is that God knew we would need an army of women to stand beside us and hold us up in these moments.
Because he
You
knew.
thinking we
He
out here
knew.
healing folks, and they healing us too. It's a reciprocity going on, girl.
I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm in, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, I'm doing this, I got this, baby. The way I was smacked in the face, because when I tell you it hit, and when it hits, and it is, you're like, whew, okay, wait a minute, am
Talk
I,
about it.
am I okay? Am I worthy enough? Am I good enough? Am I doing this right? And when you start to quit that doubt and that worry,
That's how it
and that,
starts seeping in slow, like poison.
and it's like poison. Because I've had people say, "Oh, not you trying to speak about God, and you did such and such, such and such." Yeah, I did do that. You are exactly right. But I am forgiven, and I be trying to remind people, I am healing. I am not healed. I am from the west side of the kingdom. I shoot first and ask questions later.
You and Megan too much.
I am, baby. Peter had to be my ancestor. Peter got to be my ancestor, because we cut ears off and think about. Because what you
Girl, you got me thinking of that song. I need thee
say?
every hour.
Oh, I need thee every
Every hour.
hour. I need thee. Woo, baby, don't get me. You know I'm coaching
They
Christian.
don't realize it. That's what I'm saying though, girl. It's because when you walk with the Lord for real,
Woo.
when people say that stuff to you, that makes you even more of a credible witness for what God and what Christ is doing through you. Because people don't realize I
Oh,
need, I need Jesus. I need
because
God.
if
What you
I
see,
did not have Jesus, ain't no telling where I'll be. I would either be
what
two
I do.
places right now. Two, jail or hell. It ain't no in
Or
between. It wasn't no in between of where I would be if I didn't let the good Lord come in and be like, whoop, slow down, hold on, wait a minute. Because baby, I know for a fact the life that I was living was leading me to two places. Jail, cause I'm gonna go for murder, or cause that's the only thing I'm going for. I ain't going for nothing crazy. I'm only gonna go for one thing and one thing
girl,
only.
it don't get no more crazy than that.
That's it. I can't go to jail for nothing stupid. If I'ma go, it's gonna be for something
Not that
serious.
parking ticket.
I ain't go okay. And listen, I'm gonna pay them, but I ain't going to jail for nothing stupid. You ain't finna get me locked up enough for nothing stupid. I'm gonna wear my orange suit proudly. Cause
Cause I'm doing
who?
life, baby.
Awesome. Yeah, I did it. What's up? I sure did. But, or, or I
I'm
was
not doing
gonna end
this.
up 6 feet under the ground because
Mm-mm.
because God been working on me with my temper. Oh, my temper. Woo! He been working on it, baby. When I tell y'all, I've been tested. I've been tested on that temper. And I've been trying to bite
Mm-hmm.
that tongue and not say nothing. Be like, "Woo, Lord," because I keep trying to remind people I am Peter. I gotta be Peter, niece, granddaughter, something, because I be wanting to cut people's ears off, and Jesus ain't here to pick the ear up and put it back on. But
Mm-mm.
I want to cut tongues out, things like that. But I can't do that. I can't do that.
You going back to them Simon ways.
You know,
Simon ways.
I be trying to pay people like,
Because remember when he named him Peter?
you know,
Peter meant the rock
but
because he was solid.
oh,
He was grounded in the Lord. But when he saw what happened to the people he loved, to the very thing that changed his life, it made him slip back into something Simon would do.
again, be like,
But
oh,
he
okay.
had a new name, right? He had a new name, right? So that's why our people like, you got a new name, minister of music. You got a new name, but people will try and bring you back
They be
to
taking me out of
Simon when
there.
your name is Peter, the rock, the solid one, the grounded one in Christ. So let me speak that over you, my good sis.
Please,
Because
because woo,
don't ever let the enemy convince you of that anyway. What the thing about our God is once he bring you through it and you pass that test, that's it. The enemy
you gotta
still
take
gonna
the
try
test
to
no more.
come in his ways. He is.
Oh, he
But it
definitely gonna come
also
his ways.
when you get to the other side of that test and you pass it the way you did, you have a realization now of just how covered you are. And
Yeah,
through even what you went through and what I recently been going through and what we just collectively as leaders in this group have been going through, it allowed us to see the blessing of the community that God has given us stewardship over.
yes, Lord. Because
And
baby,
it woke us both up because I remember the text message conversation we was having about the group and about the things we plan to do and seeing that like no, not only will he not stop us, but even in the time of trouble there is provision, girl.
and let me tell you how the devil, and let me tell you how the devil really is, y'all. How he be trying to act up, but he acts up today. He gonna get snatched up because he keep playing. Quit playing, okay? Quit, keep playing. So
Don't get Sartisha Nose up in here.
okay, because I will real quick. Quit playing, man. Quit playing. So we walking. We get on the call. I'm not in my normal sitting area. I'm sitting upstairs, and then all of a sudden the camera just stopped working. Call to go out.
Sure
Now
did.
we ain't did this in a month of Sundays. Now I ain't got no internet service. Oh,
In
okay.
that big old house. Right.
I ain't got no internet service. But it's okay. Cause get what I did. I just came right on down here close to the internet box because you're not finna get You ain't finna cut this off. Cause he thought he had it, baby.
Mm-mm.
Had knocked both of us out the call just for us to jump right back in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You thought.
Right.
You thought.
And you mad because I done got away again. Gotta be quicker than that. I know this neck, honey.
Cause
Yeah,
he
and that's
thought.
what people don't realize that even in the Bible, I just thought about Genesis, baby. Because people love to talk about Eve and that curse and they love to blame and do all that, but they don't. I've been reading this book called Every Woman in the Bible that my man got me for Christmas. And it's talking about where he not only gives the consequences of their sin, because people don't realize, like, yeah, after you sin, there will be consequences for the things that you do. Like, it's not a punishment. It's just like saying, like, if you touch the stove, you're not gonna get a burn. It's just hot. Like, yeah, it's gonna happen. But it said specifically that he said when he was sending that redeemer later on down the line that the woman would crush the head of the serpent with her heel. And that is why women of God are so powerful, and the enemy knows it, because the connection, that divine portal he made us to be, and that direct connection to see, to be able to birth something in this world, not just a human, but birth all these different things that women do, and to speak life and to nurture. It crushes the enemy's head because we have the ability to nurture and to heal. And not only heal ourselves, but through healing ourselves,
We
heal
can
the
heal
others
others.
around us and heal the
Yes.
generations that we carry in our womb.
Woo!
That's
Woo!
why marriage is so ugly, baby.
And he is mad. And the devil is mad. He mad. He is mad because we get a day, we get a chance every single day that we're breathing to repent and come back to God. We get that chance, and baby, he mad. So he gonna do any and everything in his power to try to take us out of here. But baby,
Yep.
you cannot and you will not. You cannot and you will not take me. You cannot and you will not take not one member of the Hill Sis group. You won't take nobody that I know. You ain't gonna take
Claim
nobody
it.
that they know.
Claim it.
So no matter what you do, no matter what you trying to do in this election that they trying to do, no matter what they do, God people gonna forever be protected. So
Provision.
whatever may happen, whoever may get into this office, baby, we are protected because no matter what the devil try to do, no matter what the enemy try to do, God is gonna forever protect us. But if America
Yes.
don't turn from their wicked ways and come back to God, I know something.
Girl.
I
Girl.
know something.
Girl.
Woo!
All things work together for the good, and that's what they don't realize is that evilness. Matter of fact, I'm at a teaching conference right now in Kentucky, and the message was what's wrong with education today and how to fix it. Education is food for the soul. Girl, this was so good. And I had to remember because I'm around a whole bunch of white folks right now. And some of them Catholic and stuff. And I'm a Baptist. And we don't get as wild as y'all Catholics do, but we don't
Baby,
say something. Baptists gonna talk back. We gonna talk back. And so, girl, it took everything in me not to be. That little German man was talking, and I'm just over there trying to hold in the tongues, trying to hold it. Like, I'm just want to, because to what people don't realize is that everything that God gives is good, beautiful, and true.
woo!
You try to take the core out of something, it can no longer function. That's why even when you start working out, before you pick up weights, any strengthening coach, and I would do this with my team, any strengthening coach will make you work on your technique of strengthening your core first before anything, because your core is the central area that makes all the rest of the muscle groups function and function properly. And if you don't have a strong core, it don't matter how much you lift, it don't matter how much is put on you, it's not going to sustain itself because your core is weak.
Mm.
And what America is saying, what we're seeing, especially in this educational system, with the point that he brought up, is that it's a lot of people who are trying to bring substitutes to fill this void for God because they don't want to admit that He is omniscient, omnipresent, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. They want to make themselves God, centered around their ego, their feelings, their emotions, and their trauma. And the thing is, that's why Heal Sis's motto is healing is not an option. It is required because you cannot follow my Father and say that you follow him and you are truly one of his people and do not do what is required of you to heal and be healed.
Child.
And it's a whole bunch of people out here claiming God for blessings and stuff like that when it's doings of their own hand. And they claiming God for stuff, but they won't let go and let go.
Keyword right there. Let go. What Keisha
And
Cole
when you
say?
realize you don't,
Let it
yeah.
go.
If it ain't gonna love you like the way it should, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And but people want to pacify that hurt. They want to pacify. And here's what I also had a conversation with somebody a while back because I on my post I get real tired of people with posts talking about some these teachers just want to medicate these kids. I was like, do you really actually know teachers? Because if you really knew teachers, then you would have a whole bunch of more issues with the district and administration. Because the teachers, especially the teachers of today, are not the teachers of 10 years ago and not 15 or 20 years ago.
Not
And
even
the main
two
people
years
that's
ago.
complaining, not even 2 years ago. So here's the thing. A lot of people in education that are teachers today that actually went into it like myself is because we saw the mistakes and we saw the calling and the anointing that was over this profession and the souls that he called us to steward. But what y'all not gonna do is abuse God's people. And so I,
Woo.
I even had a conversation with a lady because she had the nerve. She was like, well, everybody was a teacher like you because when my daughter was in kindergarten, she had a teacher trying to medicate her and she ended up graduating at 16 and now she's 24 years old. So I said, baby, let me stop you there. You said kindergarten and your baby 24. Them teachers years ago didn't have to understand child development psychology. They
None
didn't
of
have to
that.
understand pedagogy. They didn't have to understand the whole science behind building the child and keeping their core, their central center good, right, and true. It was just about a subject. Anybody that had a degree in a specific subject could go in there and teach if they took their test.
That's it.
That's not the word. That's not the reality. And that's why y'all running off your teachers. That's why y'all run off people that actually will feed into y'all kids and be the village that y'all say y'all want. But when that village stand up and hold them to godly principles, y'all want to sit in y'all trauma based off of what somebody did 15, 10, 20 years ago to you or your grown child instead of seeing the blessing. Because here's the thing about God. Let's talk about Joseph. Let's talk about Joseph and his house. So Joseph, the Lord will bring you right back to the place of your hurt, right in front of the people that hurt you to see how you gonna respond this time
Woo.
around. And Joseph had the wisdom of the Lord to know to heart check before he got in his feelings and in his trauma. Because sometimes we see the people for what they were and not for the work that God did in them in that time they was away from us. Come on now. So when we come back to that place, we can't see past the blinders of trauma, which the enemy uses trauma, anxiety, depression, all those things to make you believe that he has more power and jurisdiction than the fact that your God will clear and clean up any mess and the heart. He literally has the power to change the heart of princes and kings. And you think he can't do that to little Bookie that broke your heart? To little so and so that did that to your job. They had that stuff to say about you.
Listen, baby, listen. Okay, but that what people think. That what people. And I saw a post the other day, and it, it made
Mm,
mm.
don't tell like said. What's your content look like in the house? What
It
that
made me
FYP
think.
looking like?
And I ain't finna tell myself, but I had to catch it because because I be trying to woo. But the post was just basically people talking about how they be talking about Christians and stuff like this. Oh no, baby, them ain't Christians that hurt you. Them church folks, and them two different things.
Talk
Christians
about it.
and church folks are two different things. Yeah, baby, the devil know how to dance. The devil know how to play the organ. The devil know how to play the drum. The devil even know how to preach. The devil know how to be the
They
first lady.
forget he was sitting up in church. He was sitting up in heaven, baby. They forget that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
So people like, oh, I can't go to church because church folks be doing this baby, them ain't Christians. Them
That's like saying I'm not going to the hospital because that one time I had. this bad experience with this nurse or da da da, but I know I'm dying. I'm just gonna sit
But
here
it's
and let
people
it
that think
happen.
like that in real life.
Yeah, it is, and it's stupid. It's stupid.
So
Instead
you
of
telling me you would rather die than go to
die,
the hospital and get help? Or you, and in my way, you would rather spiritually die than to get a relationship with God because of
that means
something
that
that somebody did to you? But,
that
oh,
means that the enemy won. He won because he kept you away from God. He shielded your heart to where you like, I can't deal with that. I'm not dealing with that. And the thing is, people don't realize that the very thing that you run from is what God will use to turn your whole situation around. The very thing that you think is ashes, he will turn to beauty. And the very thing that we feel like we need to discard is the very thing that he will use to keep to rise us up. That he used Joseph's slavery to bring him to the highest point in the land, to create provision for everybody else during a famine for 7 years. Like that's what people don't realize is that when you pacify that hurt and you pacify that trauma, you make yourself your own idol and your own God because you feel like you can control your life.
mm, mm,
And it's too many people out here that then got this self realization, this self idolization, where
the
they feel
universe,
like I'm going to control, not the universe. I'm
the
done.
universe.
I can control and I can will
I,
it and
I
I
am
can
the
do all of this. And
matter of
I'm
fact.
not saying
When
don't
you
speak
just said that, it just
affirmation.
made me think about Final Destination. I think like 2 or something like that. And the Kyle, I can't remember his name in the movie, but he was Kyle from Living Single. Y'all know who I'm talking about. TC Carson, and he was like, "I control my life. I control my own destiny. Can't nothing tell me when I'm gonna die." And then he was, and that's what people really think to this day. They feel like, "Oh, I control my life. I control my own destiny." My great grandmother always used to say all the time, "You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans."
Yeah.
Cause in my head, my plans for my life that I had, my plans that I had for my life, baby, I was gonna be. Cause how old am I now? I'm 30, 30, 33. Yeah. And my plans
Not
in
the
my head,
season here, baby. Oh,
I was gonna be married with 2 children, a dog, a white picket fence. I was going to be an anesthesiologist. My husband was going to be a doctor. You know, all this was planned out in my head. I, God was like, that's real cute. That's real cute. You ain't doing none of that, my girl. None of that.
no, no. Because he can tell when our desires are superficial, but he can also tell the desires of our heart when they're pure.
Yes.
Because the very things that we try and run from and run away from that are our desires deep in our heart, because we feel like it's not gonna make enough money, or it's not gonna be what people expect me to do,
Because, baby,
or
the way
all of it.
I was not trying to be nobody teacher.
The way you weren't trying to be nobody music minister.
Not you calling me out.
You know I'm gonna do it each and every time.
Because, baby,
I
wasn't trying to do it at all. Wasn't trying to do it at
sure am.
all. Baby, that hour long call, I was like, Chris, no, I don't know about all that now. Hold on. I ain't saying that. Hold on. Who told you this? Who said I was gonna do this? But baby,
Jesus.
here we are.
Cause
Here,
I didn't even ask you to do it. I told you you was gonna
yeah,
do it.
yeah. Cause you didn't ask. You didn't. You said I'm gonna send you a Zoom link and we gonna do this. Huh? We gonna do what? And baby, here we are. How many months later?
And it's still only the beginning. Because
Yes.
everything that I'm doing to build health is in this entrepreneurial spirit. Like when I tell you this is it's already a global brand, but when I say it's gonna be a household global
Whew.
name,
And I
like
can't
he'll
wait.
see that's the God and already laid the vision, and I
And I'm
know
gonna
that it's
go
going
ahead
to
and
take
speak
toilet
it
labor.
when we get our EGOTs. Cause we gonna get some egots for heel sis, baby.
Yeah. Oh, we getting this for the Lord. This is for His glory.
Oh,
This
it's
ain't got.
definitely it's for his
I
glory, but
literally,
God gonna bless us with these egots, too, these Emmy, Grammy,
act
Oscars,
like
and Tonys.
I literally sat and I was like, Lord, thank you, because like you thought enough of me to think that I could do this. Like He thought enough of you, Danielle, that
Woo.
He sent me to you to come get you. Like that, it's mind boggling to me how He will take something that we think nothing of, but all the things that we place our identity in, like, oh, I'm gonna marry the doctor, I'm gonna marry the officer in the military, and we're gonna have this perfect life and
Baby.
retire early.
Because
And
we
God,
had
like, baby, I don't want you over there.
in my head, I had the perfect life with my non-existent doctor husband, my two kids, because the son
He
was
was
gonna.
Nigerian too, wasn't
No, he was just a regular black man. He was a regular black man, and we was gonna have this perfect life with these perfect kids. I was gonna have the son first, and then the daughter second, right? We was
he? Now
gonna have a
you was
dog.
having the kids too.
Baby, I had my life planned completely out. Baby, right about now, me and my husband be on vacation somewhere overseas, living the life. The kids are out of school. We're living the life. We've been married now for 10 years, Because we been in my head now, in my life, in my plan, I would have got married in my early 20s. 10 years. I'll be married for 10 years right by now.
Yeah, I can't
Baby,
believe
God
I
knew.
actually got married at 24. That was stupid. But
God
it
knew.
brought all my hell sisters, so I'm glad it had a purpose. So I can't be too mad about
But God knew I ain't need to be married no 23 because it's mm-mm.
it. Right.
And I'm thinking about the person I was dating at 23. Mm-mm.
I mean, and I,
Mm-mm. God knew. Oof. God. He
that's
knew.
why he just be laughing.
Girl,
That's
he
why
was
you can't
laughing
tell
so
me nothing.
hard
I
at
know
me. He like, look at this dummy. Look at this dummy right here. Look at this dummy. She got her whole life planned out. Look at her. Look at her. But him and the angels had a whole laughing stock. Baby, I had to be on Heaven's
Come on,
reality
you. Come
TV
on,
show.
you. Michael, come
Look
on
at
over
look
here.
at look at look at look at dummy right here. Look at the dummy. Look at go on, go down there and protect her, y'all. Y'all know she's stupid. But I know my guardian angel be like this every day.
You're like, Jesus, come here. You already on the right hand. Come here. Look at this. Come say that, girl. I'm so
Don't pull
glad
this
you.
idiot out the hole again.
I'm so glad I sent you down there to die for them, cause Lord,
Cause
cause
Lord, look at
yeah,
look, just stupid.
stupid. Oh, I love me from you. You know, you my sister from another mister. I
Girl,
love me
yes,
from you. I'm so happy to be back on this call with you again, and just having you in my life, girl,
most
because
definitely.
our
Woo.
relationship and the relationships that we built through this partnership is why we can trust the Lord in the places that we've been lately
Yes,
and have the breakthroughs that you've been having. And thank you for just sharing your testimony, because I already know this episode is about to touch so many women, because women of God, the devil, when he gets in your head, when he start acting real crazy, doing crazy stuff, it's because he's desperate.
he very desperate. He is
It's because
very
you're on that edge of that breakthrough. It's
woo.
because he knows what's coming. Because remember, he has the game plan too. He got the cheat code. So he know what God finna do. But he don't
He
want you
try
to
his
know that.
best to come in and tear you up, tear you down, take you out of there, baby.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes. And that's the thing. It doesn't stand here anymore. It's unavailable to him. Your mind, your body, your spirit. My mind, my body, my spirit. Every woman in our community's mind, body,
Yes.
and spirit, and their souls. God, God won't have it. The
Mm-mm.
only way that the enemy can have it is if we give it to him. And the thing is, for women of God, what I love about this community first is that the first thing, they run to is the Lord. The
Yes.
first thing they run to is the word. The first thing that they run to is one of our sisters that we know is covered in the word and can cover us in that moment. Like, girl, when I tell you, like, it's it's necessary because whatever we on the brink of right now, God is about to do something big and great with this country, with this world. And I really think that Hill Sis is in that number of restoring that balance and honor because we really like, you know how they thought Jesus was coming like David, like a warrior.
Oof.
I think people thought the same thing about Revelation
Oh yes.
because of the left behind me. But when I
I hate
read
that movie.
Revelation I love it now
I hate that
because I
movie.
got to read it again. I got to read it again. Listen, hear me out. I would suggest you to read it again because now
I
reading
love
it with
Revelations. I'm talking about the
spirit.
movie Left Behind.
Oh, you talking about Left Behind?
I
Oh,
hate that movie. I hate that movie. I hate that movie. That movie scared the crap out of me as a child. I hate that movie because they should have showed
well,
it.
you know they showed it in every black church. I don't know why they tried to traumatize us like that, but
Didn't try. They did traumatize me, baby. I was having dreams about being left behind.
yeah, yeah, it's that scare
I hate that
tactic. But
movie.
here's the thing, because it also says in Revelation, it also says in the New Testament that the people of God will rejoice during this time. And I can't get away from my joy because I see that the enemy is gearing up for that last fight, baby. I can see it, and I know that the Lord is going to be victorious. I know that
Ooh,
He is restoring balance and order to divine sovereignty. Like your time is up. Your time is up, and I love the fact that He has you and I in education with the little ones now because when I was in high school at a certain time, it was very necessary because I knew I had to send some older ones out in this world. He put me on a very strategic assignment for 5 years to put specific young people, young adults out in this world that are of his heart and of his doing. And when I see what my young people are doing out here in Buford, they just held a young people's revival that they just did themselves, and they had over 300 people there,
oof,
young people
baby.
between the ages of 18 and 22. And these are kids that I taught that came up out of Battery Creek High School that the Lord told me to pray over, pray with, and to speak over. That we in there discussing the Bible, not only from a spiritual aspect, but from an academic aspect and how it literally has been the framework for all the literature and all of the media that we see today. Like you can't even write a paper without knowing certain biblical themes to time to an analogy. And I think that brings me back to the point of the young people of now, me being in first grade and you being in daycare and Meg being in kindergarten and us having these stories and being able to feed into these little people and see that God that these little people, it's something special
Baby.
about these 5, 6, 7 year olds that we seeing right now. Them
Listen,
little people know God. They
listen.
know
I have
when
a
I
little
tell you them first
preschool.
graders knew Jesus.
Baby, they know him. They know him. I have a 4-year-old, and when I tell y'all, no, I have a 4-year-old, and then I have another little girl. She's 8. She's 8, and when I tell you that girl come into school every morning, she has her Bible. She has her Bible, and she's 8 years old. And her and the 4-year-old, they get there early, and they sit down together, and they think I'm not paying them any attention because I'm normally doing other stuff, but I'm paying them attention. But baby, they sit down, and the 8-year-old, because she can read, she's reading the Bible to the 4-year-old, and she's breaking down the scriptures to the 4-year-old. The 4-year-old is going home telling her mom. Her mom is rebuttaling back with her, telling her things that the Bible in the Bible. And this 4-year-old, she my baby, y'all, and she knows she my baby too. She knows she my baby. And her mom was telling me, she was like, "Are you teach?" Because we, at work, we can't teach a religion or anything like that because we
Yeah.
have so many different races and beliefs and things like that.
And that's what people don't realize. We don't have to because the baby's already doing it for
They do it for us. We don't have to say a thing.
us.
We don't
We
have to
just
say
provide the
a thing.
safe space for them to do it, baby. Because when they come in that room, it's that baby girl don't realize it yet, but she 8 years old and she's setting the energy. She's clearing out that space.
And
So when
she
them other
used it.
energies try and come up in there, it will not stand. And she
And I
8 years
used
old.
the radios on a gospel station. And to the classroom, I had the radios playing on a gospel station. And in my classroom, I have my Alexa plugged up. And I go and I set my music on automatically from my phone. And I have it playing gospel music. And I'm gonna tell you, them baby's favorite song is by Mississippi Mass Choir. No, I'm not tired yet. And when I tell y'all, hold on, this is my mom. She in Bahamas. Hold on. Hey, mama. Hello.
Hey,
Mom.
ma. Everybody say hey.
Hey, so everybody say, "Hey, mama, I'm doing
Hey,
my
ma.
video. I'm gonna call you
And
back.
thank you. Thank you.
Bye." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Bye."
We're gonna get out soon anyway, so you can talk to mama.
Yeah,
But
she
girl, don't finish talking about this baby.
baby. So this baby, she go home. She told her mom, her mom. She was like, she said, well, "Don't get me wrong." She said, Miss Danny. She said, I know you can't necessarily teach your religion. She said, but whatever that you're doing with my baby, thank you. She said, because we go to church every Sunday. She said, we're in church faithfully. She said, but my baby come home telling me stuff in the Bible. She said, girl, we have to read the Bible every night before we go to bed. She's 4.
It's that thirst. It's that thirst.
She's 4, and
It's
she
that living
thirsts
water.
for God. And she asked me, because at nap time I put on like classical music. And she's like, Miss Danny, can we listen to gospel instead? Miss Danny, can you play that song, the I'm Not Tired Yet song? And I play it for her versus the other kids that want to hear Baby Shark and all this other stuff. I can sing a Baby Shark. I'm so sick of Baby Shark. I don't know what to do. But this
We
baby,
all baby sharks out and let it go
oof,
out.
baby, she want to listen to gospel. She asked me to play the gospel songs so she can sing it. And the little girl whose parent, I know I've talked about this before on here, the little girls whose parents are atheists, that baby is learning about Jesus and she's excited. She's excited because her friends are telling her about Jesus. Her friends are telling her about it. Her friends are talking about God. Her friends, when we did the Easter egg hunt, and one of the little girls told her what the Easter egg represent. At 4 years old, she was telling her what the Easter egg represented. I said,
When I tell you, it's some special little people, and I'm so grateful.
I'm
And
so grateful for her.
it's by no mistake that the main women who run Hills are in education, and
I run.
primarily in the primary years. In the primary years, it's by no, like, God is very strategic. He's
Very,
very strategic. He knew that
so
these little
ironic.
people needed a covering because people are literally trying to keep them away from God.
And it's so ironic because sometimes looking at my babies, I can get a message how they do things or how they say things or what they're doing. But it's so ironic that all of us are in education. All of us. Who and trust me, I know for a fact me and Meg had 2 different life plans. So teacher was not
Yeah,
in none of
yeah, yeah. Same here. We all did. Girl, first of all, how we all Mississippi girls and ain't none of us in Mississippi
it.
no
Not a
more.
soul.
Not a
Not
soul.
a
That's
soul.
because he said go out, be a disciple, and that's what we've been doing. And I'm so grateful that you were obedient and that Meg has been obedient and that it's just been such a fulfilling experience walking beside y'all as my sisters. So I'm gonna
Yes.
let you talk to Mama because she in the Bahamas. You better get her before she get her come home with a Bahamian stepdaddy.
I done
Be
told her.
Sabrina got her
I
groove
tell her how
back.
they got their groove back, so she better stay here.
Miss
Okay.
Sabrina be about to get her groove back. I ain't gonna she gotta laugh because you know she watch all of these. She gonna do
Okay.
it.
Baby,
I
she
love
watched
you,
every
Mom.
last one of them, honey.
I know she do. She our top supporter, even the only one watching. It don't matter. She be the only one watching, but she gonna comment, like, share, support. I love her so much,
Every single time,
so
baby.
much.
Every single time.
Yes, yes. Well, y'all, thank y'all for kicking it with us and for keeping us covered in prayer. We
Thank you.
felt it, we need it, and we are honored that you all would take the time out y'all day to think enough about us to do that because you ain't have to. So just thank y'all for being a part of this community. And remember, healing is not an option. It's required when you walk with the Lord because you got to heal in order to go out and heal. That's why he said heal and be healed, you know? So until next week, I'm just so excited we're gonna post this, and I just feel like this gonna go viral. But
It needs to. It needs to.
it's
Because
got
they were
to.
trying to
It's
fool
got
me with
to.
these contacts again. We're not gonna
Trust,
do this.
yes. Trust me in this place. No, I'm not doing this. Nope. Stop rubbing your eye. Nope. The blink hard.
Baby, I am trying. This contact
Cause
doing
I'm
this
not
whole
gonna no,
thing.
we get out. I'm ending. So you better hold on for at least 10 seconds before I gotta crack up laughing at you. Nope. Nope. So y'all have a fantastic week. I hope this motivated y'all. Again, that song is This Place by
By the
LaShawn Pace.
place.
And it is a brilliant song. And trust him in this place. Whatever place you in, trust him. Trust him. So till next time, y'all. I am Coach K and this is Danielle G, our Minister of Music. And go heal, sis.
Have a good night or day.